Alright guys, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video today. We're going to be talking about Texas Chain Saw Massacre, the game. Going to give some of my opinions, my thoughts, my little bit of insight on what I think about the game right now and how it is since it's come out, so let's get into it. Now that it's out like a couple of weeks, I kind of want to talk about some of the things I feel about the game, my thoughts and opinions on what's included, and kind of what I hope is to come with the game. While I chat, there's going to be a bit of gameplay going on in the background of a game that kind of went alright. It wasn't too bad of a game, so I'll let you lot watch the game, listen to me chatting crap. But first and foremost, I want to start off straight away by saying I'm loving the game. I'm absolutely addicted, and I've put at least 50 hours into the game. Like, I think it's like 50 or 60 hours easily, and I still kind of feel clueless. Like, to put 50 hours into a game and sometimes go into a game and still feel like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There's so many things to learn in this game and to adapt to, and I think every game kind of feels a bit different. Like, you're going in and each team is different, they're setting up differently, you don't know what way you're going to go, you don't know if you're going to get pushed out of where you were, if you're going to get an easy exit, a hard exit. Every single game feels slightly different on this. One of the things I feel is kind of the benefit of making this feel so different is that like every single character in this game comes in with their own special abilities, such as the hitchhiker that we're seeing here. He's able to set traps on the family side. He's able to set traps around on objectives and little doorways, the ladders up, anything. You can set a trap anywhere. You've got 3 of them to put down, and they are good. On the victim side, every single person also has a different ability, and the one that everybody kind of talks about at the moment is Leland, who's able to push over or stun a family member. Like, if you're a small one that's not Bubba, you're instantly clapped. You are getting knocked down. But, like, the thing that I think that benefits is every single character in this game plays differently. Like, and every single one of them has a benefit from their ability. So I personally think that people are coming in and trying to learn the game, you're going to have to get ready to lose a lot. You're going to have to be prepared to lose quite a few games before you start winning, because you're going to need to learn to use your ability, figure out who suits your playstyle, all of that kind of stuff. I feel like one of the things that's kind of annoying when I'm streaming this game over on Twitch, by the way, plug, is that people come in and they say, is it like Dead by Daylight or is it like Friday the 13th? And I think, like, if you watch one game of this, you'll instantly know, no. It's not. The answer for me is no. Sure, okay, they're both asymmetrical horror games, and sure, the objective for side is family kill, victim escape. But honestly, I have to say, it feels so different. It honestly feels so different, and that's because stealth is the name of this game. On the victim side, that's literally it. All you need to do is be sneaky, get out. When you're on the family side, however, you kind of need a little bit of cooperation, a bit of game knowledge. It all goes kind of a long way when you're on the family side. Something very original and refreshing about Texas Chain Saw, in my opinion, is that the cooperation, game knowledge. If you're going in and you're playing either of those two games, like Friday the 13th, you could jump around, you could randomly get little moments. Dead by Daylight is a complete different thing. This is completely stealth-oriented for victims, cooperation, and knowledge for the family. Games play very clearly. If you're a family member, your main objective is just to get the victims. That's it. That's all you need to do. Get them. If you're a victim, then you kind of need to be hiding, you need to be finding your resources, and you just need to get the fuck out of there pronto. It's complicated at first, and I won't lie, for a solid 10 to 20 hours, I was kind of running around clueless and kind of getting with the flow, trying to figure out what's going on. But not one time did I feel annoyed, upset, or as if the game was unfun. Every single thing about it is just so easy to pick up and just enjoy. Like, I'm close to 60 hours, and other than some bugs or otherwise, which I'll kind of talk about later in the video, I've yet to have a game where I've been tilted. Like, there's no game where I come out of it and I'm just pissed. Like, dying doesn't matter in this game. You'd not let down your team. If you die, that's it. It's GG, go next. Nobody to blame but yourself, most of the time at least, until we talk about some stuff later. But unfortunately, here's where the negative side of the video kind of comes in now. Because the game right now has a pile of bugs, which are starting to pop up more so than not in a lot of games. I tried to get a video game to play here, like just one game. I couldn't do it. I got so many games where there was bugs. I've had moments on stream where a pretty healthy victim will make a break for a well, and then like literally I'll hit them as they jump in, and but for some reason they'll teleport back up to me and I get an extra smack and then maybe even get the kill or guarantee a kill that I wouldn't have got. Like, it's kind of dumb. And that's kind of happened on numerous occasions as well. It's like wells, holes, and walls. And even one time there was a person stuck on a battery and I was hitting them and he just couldn't get off the battery, and then he tried to run away and it dragged him back into the battery. It was a mess. And there's also a lot of occasions when you're playing as a family member and you're trying to get an execution, and all of a sudden you'll clip into a wall, you won't be able to move, you'll get stuck in like a little crevice and you're just stuck there and you can't do anything, and like, that's really annoying. Again, I do know the game's only new, and there's going to be updates, there's going to be a lot of fixes, I hope, in the near future, not the far future, because this game definitely needs it. It needs the little love touches, the little updates to try and keep these bugs dead. But that's not even the biggest issue with the game at the moment. The biggest issue, which plagues the game, and unless Gun Media kind of work on it fast, and I mean fast, it's going to continue to be a big problem in the game and the game's future, and it's, of course, hackers. We've already got some hackers. In the last 2 or 3 days, I've come across a number of suspicious players, but I kind of put it down to copium. I was like, you know what, the family are playing poor, or maybe they just had a little bit of extra stamina, or they used the perk, which I didn't check after if they did or didn't, but I was just kind of in my head, I was like, maybe they used the perk for the stamina boost or whatever. I just kind of put it down like that until Monday morning. I'd witnessed somebody flying up in the air, running around, putting themselves into gaps, and refusing to kind of move, so they'd be stuck in it. And then when you try to hit them, they wouldn't take any damage, which, again, that's a clear hack. Like, it's not just a bug, he got stuck there. He literally floated up in the air. Like, he literally floated up into the fucking air in front of me, so there was no way I could be like, oh, okay, it was just a bug. But like, I've also heard from a number of other streamers and content creators that they've also ran into the same issues, that somebody would like go in, block an exit, and then just fly up into the sky, which is so annoying to deal with when you're trying to just play the game and have a bit of fun, get a couple of kills, just enjoy. You know what I mean? It's yeah. So it kind of needs, the hacks need to be fixed. They need to do something about it. And if not soon, this game's going to have an awful problem, because people aren't going to come in and play a game where there's just hackers running around and ruin it for everybody. They'll see a hacker and they'll just go, nah, I don't want to play this. What's the point in playing a game where somebody's just going to run around and do crap like that? But that's like mainly the negatives covered. So I kind of want to talk about my hopes for the game, the content I'd like to see, and what it kind of means for me as a small content creator. As of right now, the game is running from a mix of content from the original Texas Chain Saw movie and then some original characters that Gun Media have created. I have to say, I kind of like everybody that's in the game, even including the original characters. There's nobody that I hate, there's nobody that I dislike playing. So I'm kind of hoping now that the success of the game so far and the numbers of people are playing it, that the devs are able to manage to like nab some of the licenses from other movies in the franchise, but that they also don't shy away from continuing to make original characters, because they've done a really good job so far with the people that done. And it's kind of what I felt stood in the way of Evil Dead the game in some like capacity. They didn't have original characters, so they got stuck to licenses, and then they didn't do enough of the content. So I'm kind of hoping that there's no slack here from the Gun Media team, that they're able to do whatever they want with the license. They're able to do a whole bunch of different characters of themselves, then like they can make their own characters, and then they can bring in people from the movies, even if it's just cosmetics for people that are belonging to the other movies. If they're able to, that'd be so sick. Because like, when it comes to possible future content, Chop Top's easily number one. Everybody's talking about it. Like, I'm sure I'm not the first person to say it, I'm sure I won't be the last person. There's a wave of masks that Leatherface could have from movies, and yeah, that does include the Netflix prequel thing that they did. I think that'd be really cool cosmetic. Even if I don't like the movie itself, I think the cosmetic would be cool. I'd even like to see, this is one person I don't think a lot of people would be very happy to hear about, I'd like to see Matthew McConaughey's Vilmer get brought into the game, if they can get the or even if they can't get the likeness. I was going to say if they can, but even if they can't, if they just bring his character and just bring him through as a part of a chapter, that'd be so good. It'd be so good. And as a small content creator, I have to say, like, this game has given me so much inspiration to do more, and it's brought so many new people into my channel, my streams. I came across a massive streamer because of this. It's given small content creators so much of a kick into inclusion, which I have to thank like Gun Media or any of the devs. I don't know if they'll watch this video. I don't think anybody from Gun Media will come across this video. I might, spread it maybe, but if they did, it's a massive thank you for that, because it's been so much fun already, and I can't wait to see what's coming. But kind of to sum things up, the game's fantastic. Everybody at Gun Media should be massively proud of the work they've done, and I adore Friday the 13th. I will put my trust into Gun Media now with any game they decide to put out, as they've shown twice that when it comes to horror, they know how to make a fun online game that sticks to the feeling and the fun that the movies are based on. Like, both games they've made, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I'm glad this game's doing as well as it is. I can't wait to see what, if it's holding up in a month or 2, 3, 4 months. I kind of hope it is. I don't want this one to die. I really don't. I hope that they bring out a lot of content. I hope to keep communicating with us all the way they have been. I just hope we as a community don't have to wait ages for updates and patches. As right now, I know the game's only out, but there's a few holes in the perfect start, like the bugs, the hackers, and all of that in the game. But it's still one fun, great ride. And if you manage to sit and watch me ramble on for this long, please consider hitting the subscribe button. And check me out over on Twitch at BexFeet7, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.